But we've been making a lot of headway so far in the industry. So the Fallen Idol is our next mission here, our next case. Let's see how this goes. That's a great sign.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How was that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy
Wow, okay.
Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
The graphics do look great. You're right.
We finally collared him on Temple.
So I did say that we tried the black and white mode
See you later, fellas.
when we came
Try
back
not
in
to work
here,
too
so
hard.
maybe we can do that. I just want to see what the black and white mode looks like. We can try it. Let's see if the black and white is like trash or not. Let's go for it. We'll see if it adds anything to the authenticity of the game. I think it could be a pretty cool effect. We give it a try. What do you guys think?
Tear to my eye watching my caterpillar grow wings. I'm just trying to fit in. Educated, hardworking, straight as an arrow. I hate to break it to you, Cole, but they'll never fit in.
Quite smart, still be
I gave his wife a tap. I said, oh,
We'll get outside and drive around a little bit, and then you guys let me know if you guys want to see it in black and white mode, or if you put it in color. I think it's a pretty cool effect so far. Let's see where we're going. I think right across the street though, from what I remember saying. Hey.
why aren't you
I'm
using
away.
the
I'm parking
siren?
here.
Can't drive, idiot.
Don't need this.
Oh, you guys just leave it there.
He just refuses to accompany me to church.
It seems like in this game, Noire has been really good so far. Yeah, it's got a great score. The missions are really cool. You get to solve crimes and interrogate people, find clues. It's pretty nice. And it's a Rockstar game. They put a lot of time into this. It's a completely different feel than GTA. I'm not really into GTA like that, but this game's been really awesome so far.
Her face looks familiar. Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the two of them still have juice.
We got juice, guys.
Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight. What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her stories that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passenger's a Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, I can stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
Hey, out of the way, bub.
All right, guys. So here's
if you're
the.
looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
All right, so basically, the entire part of the investigating part here, we basically go through. We check out the crime scene. They play interrogation music as well. Usually when you're walking around. So once we actually hit the crime scene, the music will change. And that's how you know that you're in the crime scene portion of the investigation. You can look for clues. They said it leads down the hill, right?
Shouldn't you be working?
I think the billboard's over here.
All these cops. It's gotta be
Wrong
something
ones.
big,
It's got to be
right?
like up here somewhere. Helping them study for the test on the Revolutionary War. Nice of you. So I'm sure you know your kid will do awesome. Check out the crime scene, guys.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
Trunk, huh? What we got? Panties? I'm not sure he's underage panties. We need to just calm down, guys. Don't get excited. I already forgot how to use the controls. It's only been like 3 days.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
Zoetti, thank you for the host. You came at an interesting time. We're investigating some panties right now, okay? As you can see, they're floily. Loving the suit, thank you. I appreciate that. I was just thinking about you earlier because I think I saw a tweet from you earlier. And I was like, I haven't been by her stream in a while. I wonder how she's doing. And then you pop up. I think it's just my brain. I have powers. And welcome anyone coming from Zoe's stream. My name is DennyVonDoom. I'm a variety caster. This month is Noir November. We're playing some mystery games. This being Noir, we're gonna give it a try here. We're playing it before. Now I had a lot of fun solving crimes. We're back at it again. Let me give you a shout out here. How was the stream? How are you feeling, friend? Let's check her out. Show her some love. I'm kind of feeling the black and white, but then it's making it a little bit hard to like really investigate properly because everything blends in. I think that the contrast without the black and white is actually better right now, at least for playing. I think it's a pretty cool aesthetic for the game. If I could like change it to black and white for the cutscenes only, that'd be pretty nice. It's probably been over a month since I last streamed. Oh wow, I know the struggle. But why I'm glad to see you back in the streaming again. Hopefully I catch you sometime soon. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with the color, guys, because there's so much more detail I can tell with the color going on. We found a note, a letter. December 29th, North Ashton Street. Dear Jesse, please, dear, come home. If you're worried about your father, don't be. All is forgiven. He has a hot temper and he can be very proud. But he still is his little girl and he loves you. I know he didn't mean those things he said. Probably read this in like an old lady's voice, in a mom's voice. You're a good, decent girl, dear. You're not made for Hollywood. But I was 15 once myself, and I wanted to be just like Clara Bow, and wear lovely dresses and kiss handsome men. But once I grew up and married your father, I realized I would never have been happy in that life. I realized it one day, too. I'm sure Aunt Judy's looking after you, but I can't help worrying. You know what your old mother's like? The world is a very dangerous place for young girls, especially ones with, stains in their eyes. Stars are nice to look at, but sometimes they can blind you. What's right in front of your nose? Him and Molly miss you awfully. It was getting so pretty now, little Molly is bright as a button. Just like you.
Fake.
We're at her age. They need their big sister to look out for them. Dear Jesse, please come back. I'm frightened for you. I can't help feeling something terrible is going to happen. I cry for you every night. Your loving mother, Emil Hamilton. Alright, guys. Fuck you, A-Town. Anything else in there that's any good? Okay, just a letter? Okay, never mind. We saw that. Okay, so we saw some panties, and so a girl got fucked up here. I guess she was trying to be a star, and then she got caught slipping. 19 California 47. So we got another license plate. Let's look around. Investigate, guys. I don't see anything of interest with this though. This is just it being the plate. We got some tree branches. Anything else of interest over here? The music kind of reminds me of the investigation scenes in Hannibal. There's similar sounds in that show. Weird, like, you know, random like bell drops and stuff. What's going on here? We got blood splatter. Okay.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Anything else of interest in here? You're starting a guilt night, man. Love the layout and the vibe. Well, thanks, man. Enjoy your guilt night. Have a good night. Thank you for the follow as well. Hopefully I'll see you around soon. Do appreciate it. This is a nice car too. I'm kind of sad it's fucked up. Thing with the trunk. No. All right, so I think I don't see any evidence on the street really, except for some clothes. Looks like. Talk to the coroner.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
Okay, I'm back from work. What is do this stream? Oh, okay. Well, Sergeant Quackers, I saw you come in earlier with Tony's raid. Basically, my name's DennyVonDoom. You know, hi, nice to meet you. This is what we consider Noir November. This is my Noir month, so we're playing a bunch of crime thrillers, mystery games, and we're playing LNR right now. We're in the middle of a
Someone
case.
managed to tip their ride straight off a cliff. If the driver's in a fit state, we should ask.
This is the crime scene right here, so we're investigating. We have to find clues, and then we interrogate the victims and try and find their killer or the problem. We've solved about 5 or 6 cases so far in the game, so we're kind of getting up there. But
I don't really know too much, Detective. Maybe ask the coroner.
all right, so I think we found everything we need to from here. Shrunken head, letter, panties. Don't see anything else good. Let's get out of here. But Letty, how you doing, madam? Besides the not streaming thing, hopefully you've been doing well. Another life gets kind of crazy. Totally understand. We'll talk to this lady.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard.
June Ballard.
Are you familiar with some of my work?
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of
You?
Beast of...
I don't like violence.
Oh, she's interesting already. Doping allegation? Interesting. Alright guys, so here's an interesting part of the game. One, when you guys can actually help me out. We have to interrogate the victims or the suspects, and we have to determine whether they're lying, telling the truth, or there's some doubt in what they say. If they're lying, we have to have proof of them lying, so we have to have actual evidence. If they're telling the truth, then, you know, you just choose the truth. If you think that they may be lying, but you don't have proof of it, then you have to choose doubt, and it will fill it in from there. So we have to kind of determine which one they're doing here when we ask them questions. You guys can watch the plaintiff or the victim or the suspect and see their facial reactions, see how they say the words, and try and match up exactly.
For doing nothing.
You know, to try and figure out what exactly they're doing or what they're saying. You've been doing well, flying a lot, got a couple trips, so nice. Yeah, I've been taking some trips too. Me and A-Town met up, you know, when we were hanging out for DennyCon 2016. Had a lot of fun. Right, A-Town? You had a good time? A-Town, please. Yeah, King James, how's it going, man? He wants the D, yeah.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn.
Not a Mickey.
It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
Looks like she's lying to me. Look at that face, guys. I think she's lying. Also, she got this weird lightning scar on her face, like. Oh, you see that? You guys see that face? You guys, he looks like Harry Potter right now. What the fuck? Her face just transformed. Did anyone else see that? Her face just transformed a second there, but okay. I think she's lying. We don't have proof to say that she's lying, but we do know that she's lying. I think. I'm gonna go with X.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
Yeah,
I told
madam.
you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
Mark Bishop, you say? June Ballard, 41, B-movie actress and driver of the crash Chevy style line. Let's see.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
This is a little bit tough because she's got confidence in her eyes, in what she's saying, but that little nod there makes me think she's lying. Let's check the transcript. What can you tell us about the passenger in the car? So there's got something else in here. The notebook. Skyline. Victims drugged. Jessica Hamlin's bag. Letter from mom. I can't tell if she's telling the whole truth or not, but this is kind of a weird statement.
How old is Jessica, Mrs. Ballard?
I couldn't say how old Jessica is.
Oh, so we got it
Old
wrong,
enough,
guys.
Sweetheart.
Damn it. We'll have to go back.
As the saying goes.
We quit and restart. She's a bit tricky because she's got like these looks that look like she's not telling the truth, but she stared more confidently there. So I know that I have to treat it a bit differently with her because if it's not based off of something that she can actually lie about, then it's gonna be a little bit harder to kind of find out what's going on. Let me check my inventory and see what we got. Log. Alright, we're gonna go,
Corner, he's down by the crash site.
I'm gonna go down to the crash site real quick, and then we'll do it again.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name.
I don't want to talk to her yet.
June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of
You?
Beast of...
I don't like. Keep out of this.
She doesn't give a damn about being married, yeah. Yeah, see, we don't have.
You were giving me a thorough going over. I was just starting to enjoy
This
it.
ain't the red carpet.
This is
so
a
get
big
out of my
scene,
lane.
Phelps. We need to get our bearings. Let's go see the coroner.
See, like if you see, you guys see how it works though. Like if you go and interrogate too early and you don't actually have the evidence, then there's not as much to actually go off of. So if you do like lazy detective work and you don't actually investigate all the areas, then you won't have as much to work with.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk.
During the
That
interrogation
isn't even the
portion.
best part.
Alright, so we found the torn panties.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
You know, back in the day, they didn't have gloves, I guess, either. You got 2 of 4 puppers missing. Okay, well, hopefully that works out, Tony. Sorry, it's a bit crazy.
She's a long way from
Hopefully you
home.
find them. All right, so we got the letters back. So basically, someone wanted to be a movie star. Got a California plate. Sure if that's really relevant right now. Got blood spatter on the wall. Let me go on the dashboard here.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue.
You going for a perfect run? No, but I was just a little bit annoyed because it's the first case of the day. I won't usually restart all the
Maybe
time.
not.
We usually just go through it
How
anyway.
so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him, Horatio.
We'll probably, you know, I'm somewhat lenient with
I think it's
the,
supposed to be a replica
yeah, missing
of
the
an Indian
clues, but
shrunken head. It's some kind of
want to like at
curio
least kind of
prop.
stand a chance of getting that one perfect if I can.
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess.
But the clues
Then
do come in
paint.
handy a lot,
So we can rule
usually.
out the
So
murder
I'm glad
angle?
to see that they're kind of
No, you can rule that in.
keeping that as a
That
thing
thing
in
was
this one.
wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
Right, man.
Another
You know what?
day,
That
should
looks
speak
kind of
to
like
Ballard again.
that looks kind of like Chief
Might not
Keef,
be telling us the whole story.
a little Yachty, whatever his name is. The shrunken head. Shrunken head may have been Flavor Flav, guys. Just saying. Flavor Flav might have been around earlier in the '60s. All right, so we should have more to work with during this interrogation now. We did get more investigating going. Doping allegation, injured family passenger, fake shrunken head. I feel like we had 4 of these last time. But we'll just talk to her.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did
Look
this?
for the Viking helmet? Yeah, I know.
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn.
I wonder who Mickey Finn
Sometimes
is,
it's so
or if
dopey.
he's just known for slipping drugs into people's. Is that where the
I
word
can't
came from?
remember.
Slipping a Mickey? Yeah, look at her face there. She's clearly not telling all the truth. You can tell by the facial tics. But it's not much different here than it was in the second question.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June.
But you know, traveling is
Making
nice
me
though, Liddy.
feel like
I wish I could
late.
travel a bit more. You know, maybe next year. I'm hoping to put
Don't
together a
bother
meetup
your
with all my
handsome head
friends.
about this.
So, you know,
My husband
that'd be
will
pretty
settle
fun.
the score
I'm
with
glad
my
A-Town could join me for
commission.
DennyCon. The injured female passenger. I just don't get what. I'll have to see exactly what she says here again.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
Do you like her face here? It's not really that much different, except I don't see her looking away. The first question, she lied, but she looked up when she was talking to us. And this one, she's staring right at us.
And she's your protege?
I got it wrong both times.
You could say that.
I don't know what the proof is for that one.
That's a nice way to put it.
So we'll just roll through that one. I'm not sure exactly what she's doing there then. Fake shrunken head. I guess we could have given her a shrunken head.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
That looks hella sketchy. I'm gonna use intuition here. Doubt, yeah.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed,
Tell us where it is.
I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
Mark Bishop, you say?
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
That's not how the cops work, lady. You don't want to tell cops that you're gonna just leave it to us. And then when he shows up dead, then you're like, oh, well, we had nothing to do with that. Nothing at all. He's really confident right now in this statement, but I think he's involved, but she looks really confident about it here, so I'm pretty sure she's telling the truth. But still. I can't read this lady at all.
I want to know what happened between you two that made him want to commit a double murder.
Bishop offered me a part in his picture. Then he withdrew it. Fact is, we had a deal. I pressed him on it, and this is where I end up.
Mrs. McAfee, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after. My lawyer and I have talked to the news house.
Mrs. McAfee, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I think we're good here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
You gotta go find Jessica Hamilton and talk to her. Since she is must have gotten hurt a bit more than our friend here. Alright, so that was the first interrogation of the day. I did okay. Couldn't quite figure it out there. She's a little bit shaky.
Please tell me what's going on.
Why are you guys so nosy right now?
It wasn't safe around here anymore.
Yeah, it's not safe anymore, guys. Alright? Your nice ass area. Suburbs. Calm down.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
So luckily you can actually drive through the city if you want to, or you can automatically drive through, you know, and take you right there.
Car 11K, 11K. The car crash victim has regained consciousness at Central Receiving Hospital.
Gameplay does look great on PC though. This is a really nice looking game. It's running on the I want to say direct 12 engine stuff. Nonetheless, some good stuff happened at least. I got a free game for donating to charity, and there was hold that was on my student account for a while that miraculously disappeared. Nice. It's always good to see when there's a hold removed on the account, so that's awesome. Hello, nurse.
Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room, right behind you, Detective.
You can't hold me here. No, I don't need to be
Feeling better since
handled
this
by a
morning,
doctor.
Jessica?
I need my lawyer.
A little.
Hey,
My head
where
still
is the
feels
telephone? Do you know who I am?
Who's making all that noise out here? I literally just kind of walk out on
Hello,
her just
Doctor.
now.
I'm Detective Phelps. You're attending to the young lady from the auto accident?
Yes. She's conscious now, but I doubt she'll remember much. She's still feeling some of the after effects.
Jessica was drugged?
She certainly was. Chloral hydrate would be my guess, and there's clear evidence of abuse. She's still a minor, Detective.
Someone planned a double murder to cover up a statutory rape? Swap 7 years for life and gets Guy McAfee on their case? Doesn't make much sense to me.
I guess it depends on what they had to lose.
We know she was drugged. Jessica Hamilton, age 15. Head trauma and soft tissue damage sustained in car accident. Residual traces of chloral hydrate in bloodstream. External bruising the genitals and other evidence of criminal abuse. But she was sexually assaulted by someone and then drugged. They tried to cover it up in a murder. Not administer further sedatives without express permission. Patient to be held for bed rest and observation. But yeah, she's basically came to Hollywood.
Just standing around here looking at me, not saying anything.
I'm investigating, ma'am. I just do my job. Dicktails.
This isn't what we're looking for.
It should be.